Okay, so taking it from the point from a standalone amplifier into a larger system is quite a simple process. Now that we know that the inputs can be used and the outputs are configurable. So here we go. We'll actually make this into a full 8-channel system with system routing. And first of all, we will add the next amplifier to the system. As you can see, both these is a 125, this one is a 220. Both backs are identical, except for the label that tells you which ones they are. So, very, very easy, very, very simple to use. I will plug in some power into that product here, and I'll also put the matrix mixer on the top of the unit as well. Okay. Now normally when you're plugging these systems together, you would actually have to take Phoenix or Eurostyle connectors out from the back of the DSP unit here and plug them into the inputs here, 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 and here. On the Plena matrix system, one of the major features for installation is a thing we like to call amp link. So as the name suggests, it links the amplifiers to the DSP processor quickly and easily. So 8 channels, so each one of these units here would need to be wire stripped, twisted, probably tinned and screwed into a connector 3 times for a balanced audio. Or you can also have quite a simple method of going click to click and here to the bottom amplifier. And that's all 8 channels of audio configured from your output side, from your DSP processor directly to your amplifiers. 8 channels done. So there's actually no need to actually use these inputs, even though we've given you many standalone type of features here. But you could also take these outputs and also plug them in if you wanted, if you didn't want to use AmpLink for any particular reason over perhaps longer distances or something like that. These outputs also give you the option to plug in different types of amplifiers. So perhaps bridged, these are around about 440 odd watts of output, but if you needed something like 1000 watts or larger, you could just take it out directly from here into a different amplifier, one of our excellent Bosch amplifiers or our EV cousins or Dynacord cousins amplifiers are also very, very good for that. So that's your outputs. Again, on your inputs on here, we are using the combo connectors here, so the TRS or 3-pin XLR cables connect, and also your RCA or Kitsch connectors that can be simply plugged in to the rear of the unit. So we will plug in something here, and you've got some input source. Over here you could plug a microphone input in, not a problem, to that part of the system. To connect the network, you just simply connect the other cables here into the network ports on the unit there and on the other amplifier as well. And those are the rack units actually configured and wired and done. So it actually looks quite simple and easy. There's not much to it in terms of that relationship. Okay, so connection for the call stations and the wall panels is quite simple. On the rear of the unit, there's RJ45 connectors, 2 of them. That's for the loop through or daisy chaining of call stations. As you'll see over here, it says control panels, and the bottom one says call stations. So we connect the call station to connect. Then we can simply just connect into a call station. Once we power the system on, we can see that the unit does a little dance for its RJ45 to see, it searches what units are out there, and then we can see that it powers over Cat5, no problem. Again, capacitive touch, very, very nice. So that is the call station. So the wall panels are connected on the rear of the unit. Now both the call station and the wall panels user IDs are set at the bottom of the unit here. So you can set the user ID with the dip switch prior to powering up. So we simply set the dip switches within this area here, and then we can connect this part to the wall, slide in, pull down, click it on, and the RJ45 connectors are down below here. You can run them in from up top or in from behind the wall, and again, capacitive touch. So when we connect into this unit from the rear, we can connect to the control panel, and we see that the unit is powered up, and you can daisy chain onwards from that point. Select to toggle, all of the good stuff. So now you've connected inputs into the system. You've connected outputs, 8 channels of outputs for an 8-zone system together. Full control network here, and we're pretty much completely done. For an 8-zone system, that's a very, very quick, easy setup time. The only thing I will add from here is that the rear of the unit for the sensor, for the auto standby mode, is down the bottom here on the amplifiers. There is a 12-volt powering for movement sensors, and also the contact closure here that can be accessed. The override input is below that, so we could actually put an evac or emergency override signal to the amplifier, or to pause the amplifier while the evac system is taking over. Again, this is not an evac product, it's not EN54 certified, but the feature is still there for some countries and regions that require that feature. And that's pretty much the hardware installation of the Plena Matrix. Short and sweet.
Bosch, invented for life.